I mean, from what we know, President Trump is pretty confident that there is a buyer. In fact, there could be private equity buyers, a consortium who may be interested in buying TikTok US. And at this point, they want to make sure that it goes through in terms of getting the approval from China. But in the process, they have launched a new app, TikTok has, and that sort of suggests they want to decouple the algorithm from the core TikTok usage. So that was also a point of contention in terms of getting the approval. So I think the two go hand in hand, that one, there is a buyer available, and the other, the app is getting a changeover in terms of decoupling the algorithm.
All right. So am I going to have effectively two TikToks out there? The TikTok app we all know and love, and then something that they are doubling internally as M2. So now there's going to be two effective TikTok apps out there for all these people?
Yes, and look, with apps, there's always like a date when the first app will obviously be phased out and folks won't have access to it. I mean, remember what happened during the ban? The app wasn't even available. So in this case, the plan is if and when the deal gets announced and the new TikTok owner, which we don't know who it will be, will get access to the new app, and then the first one gets phased out.
All right. So my kids want to know, because they're asking, okay, is there any chance of none of this going through? Like just TikTok disappearing from the U.S. in general? They'd be devastated, Mandy.
I mean, look, it happened for 2 days. The app went dark. And at that time, Instagram got a very nice pop in terms of engagement. So from that perspective, this would be all positive news for a Meta, Snapchat, or, even a Duolingo was mentioned as a beneficiary of TikTok app went dark. I know it's not very intuitive, but it did happen in the data. You could see for those 2 days, Duolingo did get a pop in engagement time.
All right. I mean, you got to spend your time somehow. God forbid reading a book, says the father,
Yes.
Okay, so China, if I'm China, what's my incentive to approve a sale to, say, a group, maybe including somebody like an Oracle? What's my incentive to do
The incentive is it's the president of the United States who is negotiating the deal, and this is part of a much bigger conversation when it comes to China tariffs and everything that they are negotiating. So TikTok deal to me is part of that bigger negotiation now. And President Trump is obviously keen to have a deal for the TikTok US. He doesn't want the app to be banned. And as part of that, he wants some concessions on the tariff front. So to me, this is part of a much bigger negotiation.
Now, you mentioned Oracle. Is Oracle the only name being thrown around?
They are the trusted one when it comes to Washington. They are, among all the hyperscalers, I think they get the trust of the president in terms of moving ahead with this deal.
What's the draw? Why Oracle?
Well, Oracle clearly hosts all the backend infrastructure for TikTok. So this has been going on a while, and they have moved all the backend infrastructure to Oracle's platform. And they clearly have some sort of synergy when it comes to hosting the app, making sure nothing gets saved in Chinese data centers and none of the data gets transferred there. So I think they're in the best position to do that.
30 seconds. Any sense of timing when this could happen?
It sounded like President Trump is confident about this happening over the course of the next 90 days, because remember, he extended the ban by another 90 days. So
you can do that.
That would be my guess.